Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today we're talking about trust and mutual respect. Be a Better You Annual Challenge, day 99 today already. I'm going to give a couple of scenarios, 5 examples of how we can show trust and mutual respect in our relationships, a scenario and the impact that it has, and then we'll talk about our exercise today, which will be just to think of a relationship, ask 3 questions about it, and then reach out to the person that you are thinking about and just tell them that you appreciate them. I'll go through that step by step at the end. So first and foremost, we all know and we've all experienced relationships where we've had trust and mutual respect. We've also probably experienced, if you're old enough, to have had a relationship where there wasn't trust and mutual respect. I've been involved in a few of those. Try to go the other way whenever they come my way nowadays and not get involved in those type of relationships. But over the years, definitely had some experience with that. So what are 5 ways and 5 different scenarios that we can show trust and mutual respect in our relationships? Because they are truly the foundation of a good and healthy relationship, which is what we're almost always striving for in our relationships anyway. So number 1, keeping confidences. We all know people that stand around the water cooler at work and gossip about other people, or we all know groups of people and groups of friends where one person gossips or a couple gossip and others in the group don't. Guess what? The people that gossip, even if you're not with them, you know that they're gossiping about you or other people all the time because that's just the way they behave. And we don't trust or necessarily respect those people because we're not sure that they'll keep our confidences. The impact of that is of keeping people's confidences. Say your friend tells you a personal secret or something very important to them and asks you not to tell anybody. And then you don't tell anybody, right? Because you promised that you wouldn't. That builds trust, and it shows them that they can be vulnerable and they can know that they can share things with you and you're not going to share them with anyone else. Number 2, respecting boundaries. Your partner needs space after work to decompress. So you let them have that time to decompress personally, and you respect that because you know that there are times when you need to just take a deep breath and get away from it all just for a few minutes to recompose yourself, come back in a more calm way, especially if you're raising young children. I remember those times. They were very stressful, and sometimes you just needed to decompress. I used my time driving home from corporate America to decompress back in those days. Following through on your promises. So here's a scenario. Your brother or sister asks you to help them move over the weekend. You show up bright and early Saturday morning, boxes in hand, ready to help pack and move and lug some boxes around for them. What's the impact of that? Well, reliability builds trust over time. They know that they can count on you to do what you say you're going to do. I'll give you a little secret here. One of the most important things that you can do in life is be true to what you say you're going to do. If you say you're going to do something, you figure out a way to make it happen, even if it's not convenient, even if you don't feel like it, even if you don't want to get up on Saturday morning because you were out Friday night with your friends to help your sibling move. You get your rear out of bed and you go and you do what you say you're going to do. People need to be able to count on us and know that we're true to our word. Number 4, communicate honestly, even when it's hard, right? And meaning your position on something is what you're communicating, your observation, your feelings about it. We can do this by sharing our feelings about a situation. Say you tell a close friend that what they did hurt your feelings. Maybe you catch one of your friends, your close friends, actually sharing a confidence or sharing a secret or something that you didn't really want everybody to know, but maybe you didn't super clearly say, hey, this happened. I don't want you to tell anybody. But they share, you can overhear them sharing it and it hurts your feelings. Well, you explain to them kindly and clearly that it hurt your feelings and hey, I didn't tell you to not tell anybody, but I assumed you knew that I probably wouldn't want that embarrassing story told to everyone that we mutually know. And then just let them know how you feel. The impact of that is you're giving them honest feedback. You're not beating them up because they did something you didn't like. You're just letting them know the impact it had on you and that in the future, you are setting a boundary and expecting that you don't have to, or asking them, do I need to expressly say, please don't tell anyone this on everything that I want to make sure is kept confidence. And then finally, number 5, supporting each other's growth. Say your partner at work or your partner in life comes home one day and says, or comes to work one day and says, listen, I want to go back to school to learn more about this. And you find ways to support them in their personal growth and development. That shows mutual respect, and that shows trust, because they know they can count on you to pick up the slack in certain areas when they have priority things to do to continue their growth and education. Maybe they just want to go to a course or a training. Maybe they want to take a college course or a college program. Whatever it is, you support their growth and development. Why? The impact of that is that you show clearly that you respect, and respect means encouraging others to become the best possible version of themselves, which is exactly what this year's challenge is all about. It's about us becoming the best possible version of ourselves every day a little bit. And we want other people to support us in that, especially the people we love and care about or work with. We want them to encourage us to be better versions of ourselves and better human beings every day. And we want to encourage them as well. So what's today's exercise? I hope that helps. I'll practice and think of some more stories and more examples of that. There's so many examples of where we can show mutual respect and trust and where it isn't being shown to us and to other people. Clear example where it's not being shown, check out your social media feeds right now. And it's always been like this, but it just seems like I'm noticing it more now because it bothers me. And I will admit that I'm guilty of participating at times because I'm so flabbergasted at how people are behaving. And I'm kind of saying I apologize for that because I don't need to chime in. It's not my job to monitor anyone else on the internet except myself. So what's our exercise today? To show trust and respect. We're going to do a trust and respect check-in. We're going to choose one relationship in our life. Think about one relationship, any relationship, and then ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, when have I shown trust in this person? Number 2, how have I demonstrated respect for their needs and opinions? And number 3, where might I be falling short? And I'll admit right now, I am falling short in social media. I guess it would be called showing respect, showing mutual respect for other people's opinions, because I don't need to comment on anybody else's political opinions. It's not necessary. People say outrageous things. They've always said outrageous things. Most of them I don't hear or see, so I never comment. It just happens that when I'm doing things and I see them, it triggers me, and I'm going to have to shut off that trigger. So especially on things that we don't agree with, right? Or that we know are blatant lies and wrong. Action step, reach out to that person today and just tell them thank you for something that you respect about them, and then express something you trust them with and appreciate about their consistency. Optionally, you can ask them if there's anything that you can do to better support mutual respect and trust in your relationship. So that's it today. I think that this is an incredibly powerful topic due to my personal experience with it, both good and bad. And so I encourage you to treat people the way you want to be treated. I tell my granddaughters this most every single day. The whole do unto others as you would have them do unto you, because what you put out into the world is what you get back. So if you want trust and mutual respect back from other people in the world, you have got to give trust and mutual respect. You've got to be trustworthy. And you can argue with me all you want, but I didn't make these universal laws up. That's just the way the world works. All right. Any questions you might have on this topic, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow for one way to be a better you and me to be a better me. Have an awesome day.